Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Mookie Betts. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. Our starter in this one, Kyle Freeland.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. That one finds the zone, and we're underway. The lefty fires. And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Pulls that one foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Up the middle, slings to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And someone who's had success against this pitcher before, Max Muncy.
And Boog, he brings a big bat to this lineup. He's on pace to hit more than 40 home runs this year, and that's a guy where if it's more than a couple of games without a dinger, guys are wondering what's going on. You're so used to seeing him around the bases. You put a guy like this in the middle lineup and just put it on autopilot. Big-time hitter, always a ton of fun to watch.
Ripped on a line to center. Bryant pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And Hernandez is out. And that is that. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rockies coming up. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, it's not hard to see he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low 1s. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Ohtani, the former MVP, he throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Fouled off. He was late. Tap to first. Freeman steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Popped up. Snags it for the second out. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hayward under this one. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. Scoreless after one. Back here in Denver, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles, so to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Liner, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Jason Hayward.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Slider misses outside. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Once he digs in, hitless in the series, he's 0 for 9. There's a strike. And ball one. And it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Freddie around third. He will score and they take the lead. 1-0.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that's in the dirt. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Line drive, base hit. Muncy on his horse around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Now 1-1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 4.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. They got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Here comes Pages around third. He scores, and the lead is up to 5.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's Mookie to hit. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here in Game 3 of this 4-game series.
No, that's
Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 2-1 now. Turns and fires to Betts. Line drive, caught.
The bat, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Hernandez, a former All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born, pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. 2 outs, and it's fouled away. That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. Hard hit, but right at him and left. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the second. And the batter now, Chris Bryant. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
That's strike
Strike.
one. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
To first, that's one out in the bottom of the second. And here is Brendan Rodgers. Ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And that one pulled foul. Clips the corner, and it's 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And here is Lowry's Montero. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Popped up. Rojas settles under this one. And that is that. The Rockies strand one. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Freeland back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a .977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
1 ball.
And that skips into dirt. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball one there. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. In the air, left field, down the line, tries to make the play, but it's foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Rodgers throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Muncy to hit. Singled and scored his first time. And that one is inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
On the ground, Rogers over to first. They get the out on Muncy, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. So in now for Colorado, out of El Amador. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rockies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boop.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Jacob Stallings, the next to hit, takes ball one. One down, base is empty.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you can play with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in the last half of the third. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rockies are down quietly, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here in Denver, here's the catcher, Will Smith. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Austin Gomber getting loose out there. Feltner warming up as well. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And now the lefty. And Will Smith will take his base. He's got a really good eye. You talk about an offensive player controlling the strike zone. Will Smith controls the strike zone. Man at first. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. In for a strike. 0-1. Kicks and deals. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Around third. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Kyle Freeland, Austin Gomber into the game.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So a man aboard, and up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. A double and a run scored his first time up. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there, just shy of the wall. Throw cut off to second. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
Well, that one was headed for the gap, but a nice leaping catch. He goes up, perfect timing, and that will end the inning.
Bottom 4, here's the left fielder, Sean Bouchard.
The left fielder.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, Nolan.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That one is hammered right field. Back there. That's long gone. His 11th of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 6-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Bryant batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
1 down, base is empty. Ground off the middle, that's a base hit.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
1 down. Brendan Rodgers now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Bryant stands at first with 1 out. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Kicks and fires. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. And this is now a 6. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. The wide to kick the pitch. Betts started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A laser to left. Home run number 30 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 7-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. One away here in the 5th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. On the ground to short. And Freeman is retired.
Well, we talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Jason Hayward. Right through there for a strike. Gomber, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. And that one sliced foul. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now 7-1. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, L.A. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. And a pitch.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
High fly ball, right field. Pajes should have this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 44.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Lowry's Montero. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
1 out, base is empty. This one in the air. Corrals it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman,
Adael Amador digging in for the Rockies. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Clips the corner. 0-2 now. The Dodgers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They're down 7-1. All set for the top of the 6th. Here comes Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
The wind of the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Smith in the box again, takes a strike. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And down on strikes, 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The pitch. Foul ball. 2 outs. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
And that just misses. A little bit high, and it's 3-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one is absolutely belted. And off the base of the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So 2 down, and up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. That's out to center field. Sizing this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Rockies 1. And we're back.
Leading
and now the
off
catcher
for the
comes up
Rockies.
to him. Jacob
The
Stallings.
Jacob Stallings.
Ohtani back to work. That's to 3rd. Muncy. They get the out on Stallings.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Here's Chuck Nasty.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Throw on to Freeman. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty to the plate. That pitch just misses the inside corner. Yeah, the count 1-2. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And here it comes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he deals. And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. As the lefty gets to work. And a foul ball, third base side. The wind and the pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's Mookie now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now back left fielder, Teoscar.
So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one not close. 1-1. Betts over at first with 1 away. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And it's off the wall. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
2 on with 1 out. Freddie Freeman digs in now. On the ground, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's an 8-run lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit. But
so the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Feltner.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here comes a pitch. That's inside. And 1-1. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Rockies 1. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. And a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. In the air, left side. Hernandez sizes this one up. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Colorado.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
So 2 down now, and here is Brendan Rodgers.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Now the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Back here at Coors Field, ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. And a pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. Feltner, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat. Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Smith in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
2-0.
1 down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. And misses inside. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is 4. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a double. 4th hit of the night for him.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His third hit for extra bases. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying. Ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Man at second here with 2 away. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is foul back. Man on second, 2 down.
Oh.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Wouldn't chase that time. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. One left for L.A., but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Bottom of the 8th, and now Ezequiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fly ball to right. And he can't make the play. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull into second safely. So a man aboard. And Lowry's Montero will hit next. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. That smash towards center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So up next, Adael Amador, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Right through there for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. We'll have some adjustments to make.
Jacob Stallings now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. Popped up. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. The pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Righty delivers. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Bryant going back, and it hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him at the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's already homered in this game. And a good eye there.
1 ball, no strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
And that's in for a strike. And Mookie takes.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch in the outside corner.
The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Man at second. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Safe.
No, he's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Misses outside, ball 1. Hit hard, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
The batter, the center fielder.
And next for LA, Jason Hayward. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, one out. Top of the zone for a called strike. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one's off the wall. Pulls him to third safely as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. So close to driving that thing out of here down the line and right. Just a little more behind it, and he's circling the bases right now. Still, though, put a really nice swing on.
The new pitcher in the game, Lucas Gilbreth.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and the lead continues to grow. And that's a 2-out double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Good job getting the foot down so he can catch it out front and pull it. Turn on it nicely for the knock.
So 2 down. Miguel Rojas now at the plate. Bounce to the left side. Tovar zips it across, and that is that. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Brusdar Graterol.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Blackman stands in now and watches strike 1. Graterol, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Good eye on that spot.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
At the belt and fires. Got him swinging.
Now batting.
Sean Bouchard, the next to hit. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Now this is in the air down the line. And there's 2 down.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
And foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
13-1 is how it ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.